Today I will start Python basics. So in the Python basic, there is a first topic is variable. I think you have heard this name variable is in the C and all, right?
Okay.
Have you heard the variable name in C?
Yes, I have heard.
So what is the variable? Can you explain the variable definition? What it works? What is the variable will give you the memory location, right? Variable, the name which is used to refer for the memory location. If you want to identify any name, right? Suppose I want to identify my name, so it will give you the okay that Abhishek is in the this location, right? Praveen in the this location. So it will give
Oh,
you the refer to the memory location, and variable is also known the identifier. Identifier means identity. Who's gives to you the name of the identity, right? I think you have an identity. I have the identity. So variable will give you the identifier. Variable I name also known as the identifier, and use the hold the value. Clear this line? Yes or no? Right? Suppose I want to, you can see the suppose the name is Abhishek. So it is the memory location, right? It will give you the exact location. What is the location of the variable, right? So the second thing is that variable name can be the group of both letter and digit. It can be the letter also. Here I have the define in the letter in the in define in the form of the digit, right? So age equal to 20. So variable you can define the group of the letter and digit, but they can begin with the letter or underscore. It is recommended to use the lowercase letter for the variable name. So do you know the is there any different if I wrote here the Rahul, capital RAHUL and REHUL? Both are the same or both are the different? Can you tell me?
yes. So, as what I have thought, a variable is like it's a symbolic name that is a reference or a pointer to an object, right?
Yes, yes,
So,
yes.
yes. So, if you can divide variable with a small letter, this capital R and small letter R, they might have a difference.
Yes,
I think
yes,
so.
yes. They are different, right?
Yes.
So this is the characteristics of the variable, right? And we can start. So suppose age equal to 20, right? So how if I want to print the age? So you can print this age. Okay. So it will give you the value. What is the name age is not defined. It will give you the value. And if you want to find the type, so what will be the type for this? Can you tell me what will be the type for this? It will be the integer, right? I have defined there is the integer. Yes or no? It will be the integer. Suppose I want to define name, some name. Okay, any name. What will be the this? What will be the type of this name? There will be the, you can say that there will be integer, float. Can you heard about this thing? Type of the any variable?
You mean the strings? I really don't
Yes,
know.
yes,
Just
yes.
that's
Yeah,
why I
so
want the basic concept of Python. Why
yeah,
do you use pattern? Why what is pattern? What are the strings? What are the variables? I really
yeah.
want to know the
So
basic first.
yes, so that is why I'm telling to you variable is the it will give you the location, memory location. And if you want to find out the any variable type, so it will give you the identity of that variable. What is the type of that variable? Right? Suppose here I have defined the age equal to 20. So it is the integer value, and here I have given the name equal to Abhishek, so it will give you the string, right? It will give you the string. So you can, if there is a number, it will give you integer. If there is a name, it will give you the string value. So you can
So
find out also the
how many
name.
types are they in Python?
There are many types like integer, string, float, right? What is the float? Float means if you want to, if there is a Sally like this, right? Sally is equal to 1 2 3 4 point something. So this is the float. Some if there is a point something, there is a float value. So you can define also this Sally equal to like this, and there is a type. you if you want to find out the type of this SALARY, so it will give you the print. Clear till now? Any doubt?
Yeah, I have no doubt, but it would be more appreciable if you give me like the one that you did in the machine learning, the basic concepts like what is Python, what are the languages we use in Python, what are the string files, what are the variables. If you
Python
give me
itself
like
a language.
yes,
Python
if you give
itself
me
a
like
language.
yeah, yeah,
uh,
right. So if you give me like a basic definition of those variables, it would be more clear for me. Also, I would appreciate.
yeah, so I'm telling you, no, a Python is a language. We are working here the in the Python language. It's like a C. Here we are doing the in the Python environment. You can see here the you can see this is the Python environment. Clear? So Python is a language like a C and Java like this. Python is a language. You can work in the Python language. You can work for the machine learning. You can work for the any data visualization, any data analysis. You can work in the Python. Clear? This is the definition of the Python. Okay. So in the
Yes,
Python, you can work. You can work for the variable. You can work for the operator. You can work for the any loop. You can make any loop program. You can make the if else program. You can make anything. You can work in the machine learning classifier also. You can work in the for the numerical operation. So in their Python there is a library also. We will discuss after the Python basic. Here I am giving you the basics of the Python. So these basics maybe the you know about the in the C also, right? So same concept I am again repeating in the Python environment. Okay, so in Python environment there is a basics like variable, operator, and if else statement, loops, and there may be the list tuples. So these are the basics concept for the in the any language. You can say that, right? And after that there is a some library for the in the Python. There is the that library is the responsible for the particular operation. Suppose you want to perform the any operation like numerical operation, right? So there is a NumPy library in the Python, right? Say there is the suppose you want to make a data, right? So there is a one more library that is name is called the Pandas. Okay, so there is some more library scikit-learn for the machine learning. So that is the that library is responsible for the particular operation. Okay, so after this basic concept we will discuss the some library also. Okay, so NumPy, pandas. So NumPy is responsible for the so you can name NP. Pandas NP NumPy is the name of the NP. So NumPy is the name of the NP. What is the meaning of NP? NP is the name form is the numerical performance. So that is the responsible for the numerical performance.
yes, you're right. It is clear. But what I want, like, you see,
Hmm.
last time we did like the introduction part for the machine learn. You gave me like a PowerPoint. So this
Hmm.
that PowerPoint gives me like the clear picture of what machine learning it is. So that's why I want for Python the same like that, so that I can have a clear picture, so that I can follow what steps we are going, what we are remaining, what we are doing. Just
So machine learning, you will do the machine learning concept. There is a machine learning concept you can see here. In the machine learning concept, I last time I told you, right? So this is the wait. This is the flow diagram for the machine learning. But if you can work in the machine learning, if you know the basic of the Python, because this all will do in the Python environment only. You will collect the data, you will generate the data in the suppose I want to apply the classifier. Classifier I told you in the last class. Yes or no? Suppose I want to apply the this is the algorithm in the machine learning. Clear? In the machine learning there is a supervised and unsupervised learning, right? Here this is the machine learning. So in the machine learning you can see there is a supervised learning and there is a classification. Okay, right? So suppose you want to classify the data. Suppose you have the problem for the classification means suppose you have the 1000 images, 1000 in the 1000 images for the COVID, right? in 1000 images there may be the COVID images and non-COVID images, both the images you have. So both you have the data set
Ye-
for the COVID and non-COVID both.
Yes,
Okay.
sir. I'm okay with this one. I'm okay with the
No,
machine
no.
learning.
Listen first. I will connect you to the Python also. Listen first very carefully what I want to tell you. So
Uh,
suppose you have the task. Suppose you have the task for the machine classification problem. Suppose I will give you the classification problems. That's why you have the data set for the COVID and non-COVID. Okay, and COVID
okay.
and non-COVID. Okay, and I want to classify this data in the form of the two classes. One is the COVID data, and there is suppose this other one is the non-COVID data. Okay, this is our problem. Okay, so you will apply here the machine learning concept, and you know this the graph in the machine learning there is a supervised learning. Sir told me there is a two class means it is the supervised learning, and there is a classification algorithm. Some classification algorithm I know about this as VM and KNN. I will apply this classification algorithm and I will divide the data in the part of the COVID and non-COVID. Clear till here?
Yes, it is clear. It is clear. We have
Yes,
already
yes,
discussed
clear.
this concept.
Yes, so clear this. So what I will do, I will go to the in the Python environment where you will do this thing, where you will divide your data. You know the task, but where you will do this thing, you will do in the Python, right? You will do the Python language. In you will go and you will start processing in the Python, and you will start working in the Python environment. Clear? So suppose you want to apply the KNN in the Python environment. So how will you approach in the Python environment, right? So first you will the so you can see here this first you will load your data. First you will the I think you have selected this is the supervised learning, and I will apply the KNN classifier in the particular problem. Clear? Clear till here? Till here?
Yeah, it's clear.
So I will go in the Python environment, and I will import all the libraries. I will import the all the libraries which is responsible for the particular performance. Suppose one library is the NumPy. NumPy is mainly responsible for the numerical performance. Okay, and these libraries are the basic libraries. So you need to import in the first in the you will write here the syntax. Here you can see here you will go you will write first the import numpy as a np, right? Then you will write the import pandas as a pd, right? Okay, this will be imported. Why you imported this library? Because you need the maybe you will work on the some numerical performance. So you will work you will some maybe we want to generate some matrix, so that is the responsible that will handle the numerical numpy library, right? Suppose you want to generate some data, so that is the responsible for the pd, so you will imported the pd pandas library. Clear till here?
Yeah, it is very clear, sir. Thank you. So, what I
Right.
want now,
Wait,
like,
wait.
you see,
So first task is that you will import all the libraries. Suppose you want to plot some figure, right? So this library is very useful, and this library you will importing, and then you will because this is you can see there here's the matplot. Plot means suppose I want to plot something. So this is library is responsible for the plotting and purpose, right? Then after that you will load your data set. Suppose you have this data set, and you will load the data set in the Python library. Okay, so this is the second step. First you will import the library, second is importing data in the same Python environment. I will write the from skn in the here only. Where will I will write here only. Okay, so first step is that I will import the library, then I will import the data. Import the data means you will now you can see your data, how your data is looking like. So you can say there is the this is the data where we can see the four type of the length, four types of the width. So in this data there is something in the form of the length and width. So this is the and this is the three classes we want to classify into the three classes, right? We have a data, this is the data, and we have a classes also, right? So you can see here the find the feature names and find the target name. We have a class. So in the COVID data set, we have the two classes. like that, right? In COVID and non-COVID, and there will be the you will when you will find import the data in the Python environment, you will get the some feature name also in the data set, right? What feature you have in the particular data set when we will importing the particular data set. Clear till now? Any problem? Clear?
If we are in the same line, if we are in the same page, what I'm asking, you were saying we have many Python libraries, right?
Yes, yes, yes.
So what's my question is now, just
Hmm.
first give, it would be fine if you give me like the basic background of those libraries. When are we going to
Okay,
use MPy? When are we going to use the others
okay.
Python programs? Just I want like the basic
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I will cover this.
the basic.
I will cover. I will cover the all the libraries. If you want the okay, because I want to say the basics of the Python. Why? Because basic you will know, then you can write easily the codes. Then I will discover the Python library. These library. Before first, my first task is the Python basic. You can say. Then next task is all the libraries we will learn. Then we will import the data, and then we will work for the machine learning like this. We will plot some machine learning and all. If you want
Still,
first, if
still
you
we are
want,
okay. Still we are
yeah.
okay. But what I want to know, like
Hmm.
the basic, like the basic backgrounds of those libraries. When are we going to use those
Okay,
libraries?
no issue.
What are
So
the
you want
libraries?
basic of the library? Okay. So today I will
The,
start
the,
the basic of the NumPy. Okay, no issue. So we
uh,
will start the and NumPy is for the
no, no, no,
okay. We
no
will
way, sir. Sir, let's go as your plan. But it would be more fine if you give me like the one that you did for the machine learning. For the machine learning, you gave me the clear picture. What are you going to use? When are we going to use the
yeah, yeah, yeah,
supervised
yeah, yeah.
learning? When are we
So
going to use the unsupervised
first
learning? You give me all the basic concepts of the machine learning. That's why I want for
don't go for the
Pythons as
machine
well.
learning directly, dear. Don't go for the machine learning directly. Right? There is a steps. First, you learn these slides. What did you learn in this slide? In this slide, I think you need to learn. We, if you are going in the machine learning, right? If you are going to apply the classifiers, so you need to learn first these libraries. Okay,
Yeah,
before
that
the
is my
libraries
question.
you need to learn the Python basics, because this is the all the libraries you all the code you will write in the Python environment. So your first step is need to learn all the Python basic first, then you need to learn the all the libraries. That is your second point. Then you will import your data in the third point. Okay, if you have the data, right, then you will get the task. You need to classify the data in the form of the two classes or the three classes. Suppose I will give you the 1000 images for the COVID, so you need to classify the you need to classify the into the two classes, COVID and non-COVID. So for those you will learn first Python basic. Here zero step Python basic. If you have already know that is no issue, then you need to learn these, import the libraries, then you need to import the data. Then you can find the in the data set there is the some feature value, and there is the target value they will give you inside the data. When you import in
Okay,
the data,
okay.
you can see wait, you can see the all the features inside in the data and all the target value inside in the data. Then you will these all the pre-processing steps. Okay, pre-processing step you can do it. Then you will apply in the data set, you will train the data set, you will train that data set with the help of the any classifier. Suppose I have selected the I will apply the KNN classifier in the particular data set. So you will suppose you have the 1000 in images, so you will divide those images into the training and testing data set. Right, in the training data set there will be the suppose 1000 images, so you will 600 images you will put for the training, and you will put for the 400 images for the testing, right? And with the help of the classifier you will first train your data set. Okay, then after training and data set you will apply the testing data set, and you will get the some classifier accuracy. So you can see here the I am getting the I applied the KNN classifier, and KNN classifier I got the some 96.6 percentage accuracy. Clear now?
it,
Now is your turn.
it,
Yeah.
it is clear for me, sir. But like, what is my question? Like,
Uh-huh.
last time you gave me the clear picture what we are doing in machine learning. See, right?
Okay.
You give
Yes.
me the classification when we are going to apply those types of machine learning and so on and so on forth. So now, just I want like that, like just you have to prepare a PowerPoint for Python. What are the basic Python is like variable, what is stream file, what are the types of the strings, and so on, and what are the libraries, when are we going to use those libraries, also what are the steps we are going to follow in Python first, so that I
Mhm.
can have the clear picture of the path. Once I have the clear
Okay.
picture, we can go and we'll be in the same page. But you
Okay.
see, starting in a Python program, even me, I don't know any words in the Python. It would be like time wasting.
It would
Just
be
I would prefer if you give me like the clear picture, the clear path of the Python, what we are going to do in Python, how many libraries we have in Python, and when we are going
okay.
to use those
So
libraries in
now,
Python.
now you know that the steps in the machine learning. First, we need to learn in the Python basics. Then you need to learn in the library. Then you can import your data. Then after the importing your data, you can apply the classifier for the training. Then you can apply the classifier for testing, and you can get the result. These step is clear to you? Yes or no?
Yeah, it will be clear. It will be clear once I get revised. It will be clear. But for now, it's
No,
not
no.
clear
I'm
because
asking. Wait, wait, wait. I'm
because
asking to you. I am asking to you. Suppose you have a problem.
okay,
Only headlines. Only headlines. I am asking. What is the basic
okay,
Python? I will tell you. Don't worry about it.
okay.
I'm
We-
asking to you. Did you clear the steps in the machine learning? Suppose you have a problem. Okay.
Okay.
Suppose you have a problem. Like a
Mhm.
problem, you can say the you have a three digits, right? 0, 1, 2, and 3, and you need to
Okay.
classify the digit in the form in the class of 3. Okay, so you
Okay.
I want to classify the in the like this. Okay, okay, 0
Okay.
or 1 in the two class. I gave you this task. So what is
All
the
right.
step? What is the step you will follow? I am asking only the steps. I will go into the deep. Don't worry about that. What it will do? What are the leverage and all? But I am asking to you, what is the steps you will follow in the classification of this data?
Once I get understand, I will tell you. But for now, since I'm an
Sorry,
MPT,
I told
how can I
you
tell you?
just now. I told you not just now. What the step
Yeah,
you
you
will
you, you
follow?
were saying you were saying first you have to define, and then you have to import the library, and then
Yeah, first step is that you need to import the library. Clear?
yes.
You need to import the library. This is your first step. Okay.
Okay.
So before importing the library, you also know about the Python basics. Okay, Python basic. If you know the Python basic, then you can write the code in the Python environment. Okay. So these two steps are clear
Okay.
to you? Yes or no? I want
Okay.
to know my learning is that I want to know about the Python basic. Then second step is that if I have a problem, then second step is that I will import the library. Then third step, what is your third step?
It's importing the data, the one
Very
that you
good.
want to do.
Yes, yes, importing the data set. Then the fourth step is that
So, what kind of data I'm going to enter? Like, if I
yes,
want
you need to
to,
yeah, you need to see the what is the inside in the data set. You will collect the features inside in the data set or the class value inside in the data set. Clear to you? Then what is the next step? Mhm.
you were saying finding the features or the levels of the names in
Okay.
the.
Now you find out you have a class value, right? Suppose I told you the you need to find out the in the 0 and 1 class, right? So you have a class. So which learning you will follow? Suppose you have a class, then which learning you will follow? Supervised or unsupervised?
If it is in class, let's take supervise. Yes, the
Supervised,
teacher,
right?
the teacher gives me an example.
Yeah. So supervised learning you will follow. Yes or no?
Okay. Yes.
And suppose that problem is the classification. Means suppose you need to define the class into the 0 and 1. So that is the problem comes under the regression or classification.
Okay. Let's take the classification.
Classification, right? So if the problem comes in the classification, so you know about the classifiers, and if you know about the classifiers, the some of the classifier name is SBM and KNN. So suppose I have selected the, I will apply in the particular data set KNN, right? K nearest near classifier.
Okay.
Okay, clear. What is the next step for you? You have selected the classifier also. Then what is the next step you will follow? You have a, suppose you have a 1000 images in the data set. What step you will follow?
And also we have selected the mission type, right? The learning.
Machine algorithm you have selected. Now the what is the next step? You will train the data sets, right? You will
Okay.
train the machine learning. What is the machine learning is doing? Machine learning is the learning of the machine. So you will train the machine, right? Suppose you any child, you will tell the child, this is A for apple, right? So it will after some time it will automatically learn, right? So you need to the same learning you want to create in the machine.
Okay.
Clear to you? Yes or no? So you want
Okay.
to
Clear.
generate learning in the machine. So you will train the machine in the form of your data, right? So you will
All right.
divide. Suppose you have the data 1000 images. You have the 1000 images. So you will divide your data. I will 600 images I will use for the training, and 400 images I will use for the testing. Okay. So
Okay.
suppose a child, you told the ABCD in the childhood, right? After some time you can test also, no? He is learn or not. Am I right?
Yes. Yes. You're right.
Right? So same thing you are doing here is with the in the form of the machine, right? You are training, you are giving the training in the machine, and then you after some time you want to test it is learn or not, and you find out, you are finding the accuracy in the for the testing data set. Clear?
If suppose I want to to apply the machine learning for predicting the compressive strengths of any material or concrete, so what step should I follow? What
Come
are the
again.
data
What is the problem?
to, to,
Concrete
to,
means.
to predict the compressive strengths, or like any the mechanical strengths or physical strengths of concrete?
Okay, so suppose first you need to define your problem. What the problem is?
My
Which
problem.
range it is coming? No, wait a minute.
uh,
Which your problem is coming in the form of the classification, regression, or unsupervised learning?
okay, it should be in the regression.
So it will be the regression, right? So
Yes.
you are giving here the relations. You are making the relationship between the variables in the form of the regression.
Okay, so what data I am going to train or to import for the mission?
Yeah, you will follow the same procedure. First, you will import the libraries. Then you will import your data. Okay. Now
Mm-hmm.
you know. Then you will see your data. What is the inside your data, right? What is the feature and what is the class inside in your data, right? Then you suppose you know the problem is form in the form of the regression, right? So you will go there in the regression side, and you know there is a one algorithm is called the linear regression. So suppose you have selected the linear regression, I will apply the linear regression in the that data set. So you need to then same step you will follow. Suppose you have the 1000 images or 1000 whatever you have the data, so you will divide the 60% data for the training and 40% data for the testing, and you will apply there the linear regression, and you will get the accuracy.
Okay, to do this, what should I have in my, whether in my computer, or what should I, what is the requirements for doing
The
this
requirement is that
like analysis?
you need to collect for the data first.
The
Without data, it will
Okay,
not work. Whatever
so
the problem, you need to first the data. You know that
so
this is step now. You know that the in machine learning this is the step is following. First, if you had whatever the problem, you need to collect first data.
okay,
Then the data you can pre-process and clean the data. Okay, and then you can apply the any algorithm, machine learning algorithm, and you can visualize the data in the form of the accuracy and all. If you have a problem, so you need to first collect the data, then only it will work like this. You need to import the data, You need to import the library, then you need to import the data. Then you can see the what is the feature and class value inside the data. Then you can make some plot and all. Then you can apply the here you can see the whatever the problem is based on, you can apply the algorithm. Suppose it is classification, then you can classification algorithm. You need the if you have the regression problem, then you can apply the regression algorithm. If you have the non unsupervised learning, then you can apply the clustering algorithm.
Okay,
Clear?
it's fine. Now it gives me like a sense.
Now it is clear or not?
Yes, it is clear now. You
In
see,
any question you yeah, yeah.
no, no, okay. You see now, I have
Mhm.
like the clear picture of the path we are going. Once you give me
What
like
we are
this
going
one,
to,
I have
yeah.
like so that was my question. The first thing
Okay.
is like the basic or the background history of what we are going to
Ye-
do. Once I
Yes.
have
So
once I
we
got
are
this,
going. So we are here. We are here. You can see here. You can see we are here. We are
okay,
we are learning something Python basic. Then we will learn the Python library.
okay.
Okay.
So
Why
from
Python
this,
basic is necessary? Why Python basic is necessary? Because you will write here the some algo, right? Some algo. So
yes,
you need to know about the steps. What is the basics, right? Suppose you want to define some variable. Okay, you want to define some variable in these steps after the loading the data, right? Suppose you want to
yes,
define, suppose you want to make write a loop in after the importing the data set. Then how you will write? You don't know about the loops, basics of loops, how what are the loops and what we are using in the Python. Then how we can write? So that is why we are learning here. Before importing the library, we are learning here the Python basics, and then we will learn the what is the importance in the all the libraries. Then we will import the data, and then we will training and testing, we will apply the classifiers. So this is the machine learning.
that is the one I want.
Clear?
Yes, it is
So
clear.
if you want the sir, I don't want to learn first Python basic, I want to learn first library. Then I can start first the library, NumPy and Pandas and Matplotlib. No issue.
Those are
That
the
is
only
up to you.
libraries for Python, right? The
Yes.
NumPy, Pandas,
Yeah. This is the machine learning library, you can say. So this
those
you
are the
need to
only
know.
for.
Yeah.
Okay. Do you have other libraries in
We have
Python?
a lot of library, but these are the basic library. We need to all the data set. Why are the basic library? Because we need to some numerical operation. NumPy is mainly responsible for the numerical operation. So
Okay,
suppose I
fine.
want to when I import the data like this, I want to create some the matrix, right? So we need to import first the NumPy. That only we will create the matrix, because this is responsible for the numerical operation. So that is why we need to first these basic library. We need to know these basic library, because without this library we cannot perform these some numerical operation in the data set.
Okay, that is fine. So if I want to work with MPy data library, do I need to buy this library or it is free?
It is free. It is free. How we can use this library? We need to import the library in the Python. We
All
can
right.
easily import here. You can see here. If I want to import this library like NumPy in Python environment, so I can easily import it. You can write out this command. You can easily import.
Yes, it is clear now.
So these libraries, basic library, you can import easily, no issue. Okay.
Yes,
Suppose
no
I want
issue.
to import pandas. Suppose I want to introduce pandas. So I can easily import pandas also. Pandas is basically for the what purpose? We need to, if you want to generate a data, so we can generate a data with the help of the pandas libraries. Suppose I want to generate some more data. So this is these libraries responsible for the data management. So you
Okay.
can also the you can import this libraries. So what is the purpose for the NumPy and Pandas? Tell me.
They are data libraries like they have once we use
So what
like
is?
if you have like statistical or some mathematical.
Yes, numerical operation. So that is for the NumPy. Suppose we have generated data. So we have the Pandas. So if you are interested, I can start the library. First library is NumPy. So in the NumPy, so we have the we here you can see in the with the help of the NumPy, we can generate a data like this type of the data. Suppose we want to generate a data in the 1 to 10, in the range of the 1 to 10, we can generate it. So we have a one command like a arrange command, right? So you can see here you can type here the arrange and you can generate the data. So for the arrange command, here you can see here I am using the NP. NP means, what is the NP means? Suppose I want to generate the data in the range of the 1 to 10, right? So we can generate with the help of the command like a arrange. Okay. So here you can see here I am using here the NP. NP means
MPI.
NumPy, yes, yes. So here I am arrange command is the syntax for the arrange command. You can write the start, stop, whatever the start and stop, and you can give the step size. So suppose I want to start from the 1 and I want to stop in the 10 and I want to give the step size 0.5. So I can give 0.5. So here you can suppose you want to generate our data in the range of the 1 to 10 and in the form of the step size 0.5. So I can generate easily. So you can see here, you can see that this is the data, this is your data. Clear or not?
Yes, it's clear. We had started about variable, string, and data type.
We will discuss first. We will. I am taking the all the libraries. Then we will discuss
Oh,
the
yeah.
all the Python basics.
That's great. Okay.
Here I am taking the first the
Yes.
libraries. All the libraries we will discuss like this. You
Okay.
can see here the all the libraries we will take. Then we will go for the Python basics. Okay.
Okay. So MPI
So
we are going to use for arithmetic
yes, yes.
calculations,
We are
right?
we are we are we are using NumPy. We are using
NumPy, yes.
NumPy and we are showing the what is the basic operation we can do in with the use of the NumPy. So here I have used
All right.
first command is arrange, right? Suppose I want to start a data and I want to stop the data with the step size something. So I can generate a data. So you can write also the some more command, some more number. If you want, you can generate here the. Suppose I want to generate 1 to 100 with the step size 0.5, so we can generate it. Clear to you or not? This is your data. Clear?
Yes, it is clear.
So we have the other command like a line space. Line space means, so what is the syntax for the line space? Syntax for the line space is
MPI line space
line
start
space is start, stop,
common in
stop,
is also number
and
of points.
number of points. Very good.
Number of
Number of
of
points. Yes, yes, number of points. So we can start, stop, and then we can give the number of points. Suppose I want to generate a 1 to 10 data with the same space. So that is why I gave here the 10 number of points. Clear? So we can generate it.
okay.
Yeah, like this. Suppose I want to generate 1 1 12 data in the range of the 1 1 12. So we can generate it. So it will automatically adjust your step size based upon your number. So see here,
Yes.
there is some more thing. Suppose you want to reshape your data. Suppose you have a 2D data, 1D data in the form of the 1 2 2 2 3 3 3 3 like this, and you want to convert your data in the form of the 2D. So what is the basic
Okay.
here? Basic here is, what is the basic? You can reshape your data in the form of the 3 and 4. You have the data in the form of 3 and 4. So what is the common here? What is the common thing can you see here? Number is the common there. Number is the common. Yes or no? 6 into 2, 3 into 4, 2 into 6, 4 into 3, 1 into 12, 12 into. So number is the common, right? So we can suppose we can generate the data. We can convert the data into the 1 into 2D. Yes or no? Can we convert? So we can generate the data. So we have
Okay.
data 1 to 24, right? So this is your
All right.
data and I want to convert the data in the form of the 6 4, right? 6 4. So we can reshape this data, right? Yes or no? Then downward this will come, yes or no? Then downward this will come, then it will convert into this form of the 6 and the 4. Okay, so I can
Okay.
use the reshape command and it will convert the same data in the form of the 6 and 4. See this? Yes, yes or
Yes.
not?
Yes.
Yes,
Yes.
clear,
Yes.
clear to
Yes. It
you?
is clear.
So this is the reshape command. Suppose I have some matrix, right? Suppose this is the matrix, or same matrix you can say. This is this matrix you have, and I want to add two in the matrix. So can you do it or not? Can you do it?
Yes, I think
Yes, we can
we
do it.
can.
We
Yes.
can do it. So you can see here the 3, 1 is converted now the 3. Like this, you can divide also. Divide also. You can divide. You can get some same thing. Okay, clear to you? You can give the
Yes.
this. Suppose you want to form like this, the reshape data set. So here this is the F, and I want to
Mm-hmm.
add in the F matrix something too. You can add, you can get it right like this way. Yes or no?
Okay.
Suppose I want to multiply F into 5. You
All
can
right.
get it. Clear? Suppose I want to divide something. You can get it. Is there any issue? So I am
Yes.
giving to here the one homework for you. Suppose you have a two matrix like this, okay, like this,
Okay.
and you have a two matrix like the same 3 by 3 or 4 by 4, whatever you can. So suppose you want to add those matrix, what is the command you will write? Okay, that is your first homework. Clear?
Oh, yes, yes, yes.
Okay, suppose you want to add those matrix, and what command you will write there in the matrix. And suppose you want to find the minimum and maximum number in the matrix. In minimum number and maximum number, what is the minimum number here? 5 and
5.
120. Suppose one more thing here. Suppose I want to generate a random data, not in a sequence. There is a sequence data, right? Suppose you have a situation, you want to generate a random data. Here is the data is the sequence 5, 10, something like that, and I want to generate a random data. So you can use the rand int command. Okay, and suppose you want to reshape the 8 into 3 cross, so you can generate it. Right. Suppose you have a random data and you want to generate minimum and maximum value in that particular matrix. So how you will generate a minimum matrix and minimum number or maximum number? Clear?
Yes, it is clear.
First you need to learn step. We are here. We are completing the all the libraries. Then we will go the basics of the path.
Okay.
Now I have
Okay.
changed the mode. Now I have changed the mode. We are
Okay.
going here the we are doing the all the libraries first. Then we are going
Okay.
to the basics library, because you will know
Okay.
the you will in familiar with the all the Python environment. Then only you can easily get the basics of the Python.
Okay.
Okay.
So, like, commands? How many commands do you have in NumPy?
We have a lot of command, but
A lot of them.
you can generate a based upon the problem you can generate it. So there is
Okay.
whatever the basic command in the numpy I will tell you. So these are the basics command. How the
Okay.
reshape, how the do in the matrix in the matriculation, arithmetic matrix in the matriculation. So these are the basics, right? Rending command, how if you want to generate the rending command. So these are the basic command. At least you know the basic na basic commands in the numpy. Based upon the problem you can generate, but at least
Okay.
here I am teaching to you at least basic command you can use in the when you will go for the apply the data set.
Is it possible, like, to import some arithmetic algorithm in this MPy library or on the other
Yeah, we are
different
doing the
libraries?
arithmetic na we are doing the arithmetic operation or not in the matrix.
Is it possible to import by ourselves?
No, you can import na. You can import here. You write in the first import. You can see here the you can start from the here. You can import numpy as np. Then you can start this command and you will get the solutions. Okay. You
No,
can generate the matrix.
what I mean, if we couldn't find the command that we want, is it possible to import by ourselves to generate any arithmetic formula and import in the MPy so that it gives us like viable result?
No, 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 no. You need to apply the command na, without knowing the where you want to go. How you can generate the path? Suppose you want to go the somewhere. Suppose you want to come India, right? So you
Yes,
know the
yes,
need. What is the path in the India, right? Without knowing the path, how you can generate it? So that is the same way. Without knowing the what is you want to generate, without knowing the command, without knowing the anything for that, how you can generate that same path? Clear or not? So that is the command. Everything is responsible for the something, right? Everything is
yes,
responsible. Everything having the some work, some specific work. Suppose manager is one, some manager in the company. You can say manager is responsible for the something, but the staff is responsible for the something.
yes, yes,
Getting my point? So that is the
yes, I get
work
it.
is divided for the everyone. Work is divided for the everyone. So if you are doing the work, suppose you have a work like a peon. You need to transfer the file from one cabin to second cabin. So you will ask the peon, na? You cannot ask to manager. Suppose I want to
Yes.
generate a command 1 to 10, so I will ask the arrange command, no? I cannot ask to the reset. Are you getting
Okay.
my point?
So yeah,
Are you
yeah,
getting
yeah,
my
right.
point?
So
Clear?
yes, so like if I want to work a new project in this machine learning,
Okay.
what should I have first? Like the computer? Yes, of course. I should have to
Yeah.
have a computer. What else
No, no,
do I
no.
need?
But that thing, that's it. You need to have the, if you need have the Jupyter notebook, then you can start working. You can import data
Yes.
easily. You can import data. You can play the data. You can work in the data.
Why I'm
Mm-hmm.
asking this question, because like I have a research program.
Mm-hmm.
So for my research program, like I want to work in the one that I have said to you, like to predict the compressive strength of concrete using the machine learning. That is
Mm-hmm.
the title. So
Mm-hmm.
there is a fund.
Dear, dear,
So
dear, wait here, wait here.
yes, I want to
Wait here.
initialize.
You cannot work. You are not in the position to work any the project now. You
Okay.
are now in the position of learning first.
Yes,
First, you
yes.
need to learn. Then you can work the project. You are thinking here. You are thinking here. I will do the all the machine learning. I know all these things, and I can apply the machine learning algorithm. I can give the result for the my supervisor. No, you can't do it now
Yeah,
because you
you're
are
right.
not knowing the anything for this. First you need to learn these libraries. You need to
Oh,
learn the Python basics.